I'll see you for game 2.
I'll get Cap in here. Cap, if you're still watching, jump into the comfy sofa or light work, and we'll get you in the next game. So Wogan MVP 12-1 and 12. I also want to say I think Hellboy played quite well once the fight started going. And honestly, Larry and Jake set up a lot of stuff with some nice ice paths and stuff like that. So well done to them. Cap!
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. I'm tired.
When did you wake up?
I'm
Oh, he's muted himself.
sorry. I'm physically tired. I did exercise this morning.
Oh, I see. Thank you for joining us for game 2. Apologies, I forgot that GMT and BST were different things. I just kind of...
That's okay. That's okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't my fault.
No, it was not your fault.
That you were waiting for me. I'm fine to blame, daylight savings time.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's
That's
just it's
bullshit concept.
Because I know that you guys are not on it anymore and we are, or something like that. And when I said GMT, I just kind of meant UK time, but I should have said, I should have just said my time instead of GMT. Because of course you look up GMT and it's like out. I think if you Google GMT and it's not GMT, it should just say, don't be silly, they're on BST right now. That's what Google should do.
I think I put it to like Pacific summertime, and I think it automatically made it Pacific time or something.
I see.
Yeah, it should do something like that. You're right.
The US is still in daylight savings until November. I mean, I just said when I said GMT, I just literally meant UK time. But I obviously, if you look for GMT, it'll be an hour out. So Cap thought he had an extra hour for this vital event. But he definitely
very important.
Very important.
I wanted to make sure that I had like a half hour beforehand to like study up.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, geez, you can't turn up to an event like this without doing your research, Cap. I'll tell you that much right now, bud. You'd look quite the fool. How are you anyway?
Do you know Anders?
Anders
from CS:GO.
Let me have a look. Is it with an A?
He is a CS:GO commentator. He was part of the first big duo for CS:GO.
Let me have a look. Anders Bloom, Danish commentator. Oh, I recognize him. So I don't really watch much CS. So a lot of the casters and stuff like that are kind of a mystery to me. I mean, I knew Semler because he was at the Good Studio when I started doing stuff there. And
before he went off his rocker, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to speculate, but yes, he was on the way to being off his rocker when he was there. But because it was a Good Studio, I was just like, everyone's like this here. It's James's house, so it was hard to know. All right, so I'll make a channel for us. Oh, Plague's already in it. All right, hop in LFG.
Okay. So I talked to him yesterday about. I actually brought your Goonternational up. He because he wants to try casting some Dota because he's been a longtime Dota fan, and he wanted to talk to me. We talked to like for like honestly for half an hour about like casting ideas and just in general like how he wants to go about doing Dota casting, how he wants to do it. Because he doesn't want to like in his words, he didn't want to come in and like big name like,
do you know who I am?
I'm famous guy. Automatically invite me to Dream League or something. Right. He wants to like actually start from the ground up in some way. So
I mean, also, so does he play Dota?
Yes, he does.
Okay. And
he's played Dota apparently since Warcraft 3.
I mean, if he's Scandinavian, that doesn't surprise me at all. Like that was like almost like their national sport. So. That seems cool. I mean, what were you talking about the international? Like we would get Anders into casts, and he could just get some practice in. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, I actually suggested that to him, but he didn't seem to like take me up on it. But he seemed more interested. I also threw the other idea, which was like, hey, TI is starting. I'll try and get a list of people who are not working TI, and like you could just cast TI on your own channel with some other
someone coming in as an expert sort of thing. So,
exactly.
He's play by play, right? Like he's play by play.
Yeah. And he definitely wants to approach it from a more noob friendly level. Because he said he always really liked the noob stream that you guys did.
Oh, yeah.
TI5 or whatever.
Well, I'm sure he liked the noob stream that Shannon and Kevin did. The one with me, Will, and Shane was a mess. So I don't know about that. But yeah, that was... I was always kind of surprised they never brought that back. A lot of people say to me they really loved doing the noobs. They loved the noob stream. But yeah, it's a shame. So this is
that's what I told them. I said like there is, even though the Valve didn't keep supporting it because maybe the viewing numbers wasn't good enough for it, but they the community sentiment for it is very good. So if you did something like that, it would be well received, I think.
So if I remember rightly, I think it got around 10K viewers. And
that's pretty good.
That's the number that sticks in my head. What's up, Plague?
What's up?
You've met Cap, right?
I don't know if we have, to be honest. I think I've met Fogs and a few others from outside. Nice to meet you, Cap. I'm Plague.
Nice to meet you, Plague.
Plague's a terrible person, but he's
through and through.
No, he's like the nicest dude. So
the only reason you'd know me is if Ted has told you to say hat on a cast. If that's come up, that's where that's from. Aside from that, you've no reason to know about
me. Do you remember I asked you and SVG to say hat on a hat at Dream League? I was like, if you guys could work a hat on a hat in there. Because Shannon and Sin did it like several times. And I also said, can you guys give me a shout out? And they said, shout out to Pyrion Flax, like every time it got quiet. I'm always bugging the casters with shit like that. I asked you guys to say hat on a hat. Oh, it's my favorite thing. So yeah. And if you ever hear me...
what is this?
A hat on a hat. Well, let's for example, let's say you were varnishing a table outdoors, but also covering it in a weatherproof varnish. You might say, you don't need both of those. That's like putting a hat on a hat.
Sure.
It's like doubling up unnecessarily. Yeah, it's put like it's. I mean, honestly, it speaks for itself. If you're wearing a hat, only a fool would put another.
You don't need another hat. Yeah, you're a fool if you wear two
putting a hat on a hat. So if you ever hear me say it on a caster or a stream or anything, or if I ever say this hero's been a plague to these guys, that's who I'm dropping in. I do that with all the lads. I'll try and drop in, like I'll say, are you particularly enthused about this next pick? Because one of the guys I cast with is called Enthused. So people don't know, but the lads, the handful of people that watch my channel appreciate it. So that's all it is.
What if it's your baseball cap and you're wearing one forward and one backwards?
Well, I mean, just
then it serves a purpose.
Scum at that point. Where is the Dire team, Ari? Where's the Dire team?
Okay, so the reason they are not here is because there's a schedule, but there's a schedule, but it's not. It's just whenever the game ends, you will start. But aim for this.
Yeah.
So they just thought it would be starting at 9:30, and they're currently in a game as we speak.
Just abandon.
They are level 28 on most of their heroes, so hopefully it's near the end. But if they don't abandon soon, they will start taking time penalties and then get a death loss. So they will eventually turn up. The time is ticking.
Just abandon. It's unranked.
Yeah.
By the time you play again tomorrow, it'll be over. Shocking.
It's a good point. You don't want to take a time penalty in these drafts. It's very important to come up with the correct strategy.
Look, if you came here to flame,
make sure you get the right counter packs.
All right, if you just brought an attitude, sir, you're in the wrong place.
This is a professional outfit. All of these teams have coaches and managers. They have well, maybe not psychologists yet, but that's where we're going. This is serious business.
They have team videos. Some of them have a song for their team. They've done like intro videos. Some of them have actual sponsors. It ain't nothing. I'm just saying, these guys are trying their best to put on a Dota tournament.
And this is
we're kind of putting
past sort of 5 weeks of gameplay coming to the finals this weekend.
They've been working hard, Cap.
So this is the best of the best that we have. I hope you're desperately impressed by them because we're not. It doesn't get any better.
Is there an MMR cap?
Yes, but
I heard you guys say somebody said like one of the guys from the last team. People argued he shouldn't be in the tournament or something.
Yes,
he got glickered up to Ancient 4,
which was ridiculous.
he's so objectively not Ancient 4 that he was grandfathered back in, allowed in. I think the highest you typically go is sort of mid-legends.
Yeah, but generally they're below that, I'd say. Archons and down is the bulk of the lads, I'd say.
Yeah.
I believe
Everybody
James
thinks
have
your
lost their
rank
match
is a
and they're joining
lie.
now.
We'll let you in.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, we played with him, and he'd been playing in the in-houses for several years, and then he calibrated with the new Glicko shit at Ancient 4, and everyone was like, you're not Ancient 4, and he was like, I am, and is currently plummeting down the ranks. So, and honestly, I mean, he just got knocked out, so, yeah, I think it's fine.
All right, I'm already cheering for what's her name? Monkeys for what?
Monkeys for
Nothing.
Chimps for everything.
No, Chimps for free.
Chimps are forever. Chimps are free, yeah. Some shit like that. Mancaf.
It's a reference to Money for Nothing and Chimps for free in the Dire Straits song.
Nice jump,
We
Alistair.
try not to dig
La roll
into
di Llama
the...
just resubbed for 9 months.
Okay, well I'm already backing them because I like Emu's mini profile the best.
Let's have a look at Emu's mini profile. Just the Earthshaker.
Giant Earthshaker.
Nutkin's is just a very small picture of a sword. What is that? Notch's is just a blank background. That's very sad. Madge's is also... Oh, it's got a picture of a frog and a Pudge and Rubik riding a frog and Pudge riding a primal beast. Okay. Alfredo's is just a bunch of monkeys, or baboons, I suppose one might say. Cool llamas. Oh, hang on, I'm getting a phone call. That's from my mum. Hold on. Hello, Mum. No, that's fine. I'm working now, so I can't talk. But I'll give you a call tomorrow, okay? But all sorted with the driver, no problem.
What time coming back?
1 p.m. and then Maddie's going to drop you back, so don't worry about that.
Oh,
Okay.
Is it Phil?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
I'll talk
All
to
right,
you
Mum.
next week.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Sorry, chaps, but you don't not pick up.
Oh,
when
my
your
food's
mum
here.
calls. Go get it. You got time.
The driver, he says. Moving up in the world.
Well,
Hiring
she's
drivers.
old, so
Yeah, I know,
she
I know.
can't get the train. And unfortunately, it's hard to go and get her. Some days it's just not easy. So gonna have to get her picked up.
I was just looking at Cap's mini profile. It's set up for people who are clicking on him to
Oh
report
yeah, you
him.
like it?
Yeah, I like the.
Cry baby.
It's specifically, it's actually Ted for Slacks. I made it specifically for Slacks. So next time I party queue with Slacks and he does one of his passive aggressive comments, I'm gonna be Slacks. Go look at my mini profile.
Okay. He is this so funny, Cap. I don't know if he does this to you when you talk to him. Yeah, I'm a changed man, buddy. I've changed man. Yeah, it's all PMA positive. You're like, no, you're not. I watched you stream the other night. And he just goes like, oh, I guess we're gonna fucking buy Vanguard first item on Drow. Okay, all right, what the fuck ever, fucking idiot. That's it.
I'm sorry, I thought we were defending that tower. Well, I guess we're just letting another tower go.
You let him get all the fucking towers. Right? Give him all the whole fucking base.
Oh yeah, give him every Roshan. What could go wrong?
The times I've had to lane with him are the most scared I've ever been in Dota. Because it's not even what he says, it's just I can feel this silent hatred and judgment building up with every CS I miss. I'm like, oh,
Yes.
this is going to go so wrong in a minute.
I love Slacks. I hate playing Dota with him. Like, I really do.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, when we were in Singapore, I will always give credit to him for bailing us out of the deepest hole of L's. We'd lost like 7 in a row. We had Owen off on Discord, but not talking. He was muted because he was on stream, and Owen just trolls. We had all the casters, you accepted, Cap, are hugely overrated on their MMR. So you have like people like Trent and Gabe, and we had Arvo, and these guys were all like, oh yeah, I'm immortal, or oh yeah, I'm high ancient, or yeah, I'm a high divine, and then they play with them, and they just fucking die over and over and over again. And me and Fogged would just like laning together and just super chill, and just the game, we look up and it's just over. It's so brutal. But then Slacks came in. He was like, oh, you guys need a dub? We were like, yes. Get in here. And he came in and we won like 3 games in a row. He saved us from killing each other. Led us. He was the captain we needed.
True. Maybe not the captain you deserved.
well, indeed.
You didn't deserve the
You said the word, so...
the passive aggressive comments, but
yeah, that's pretty true. That's true, and yeah, that's true. That's true.
You said the word cap, so we have to press the true button. I'm sorry.
that's true.
Oh, it's okay.
True, and
I gotta.
yeah, that's pretty true. That's true, and yeah, that's true. That's true.
Stop being cool.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Appreciate you waiting for
Koala
him to leave.
Killer
Then.
posto
he's
de
not gonna get
Silvestri
stopped
por
being
30
cool.
manse.
Oh.
5 seconds remaining.
I gotta get some food because I'm so hungry. I'm
It's
dying
alright,
out
bud.
here.
Don't worry, it's a draft. Fucking stuff your face.
God, I wish I could eat during every draft.
10 seconds.
Ah, this is not a professional outfit, so eat away. Eat away. So some chat are rooting for some are rooting for Mancaf. We have the manager of Mancaf in chat, of course. They are sponsored by some Argentinian companies. I don't know what these companies are, but they are the sponsors of Mancaf.
10 seconds remaining.
James, established 2023. Team led by James.
James, yeah.
Headmassif, low key, probably one of the better offlaners. They banned
Dire
Kunkka
team
because
back.
his Kunkka 3 very strong. They've wisely banned Primal Beast because it's not often the lads beat it. They did beat it last game, but I think that was
10
more the way it was
seconds
played
remaining.
rather than the hero itself.
Well, I thought we were meant to flame.
Oh, we can flame. I mean, Dav. You see DafNotDaff at the bottom of
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I do a Scrubcast series where me and my friend Joe or Lewis or sometimes other people will watch replays, and a lot of them feature Dav, and he's doing the A to Z challenge. And Dav is a Dota fiend. He plays Dota all the time. He's the guy that comes back from the pub,
Radiant
3 a.m.,
team back.
fires up Dotes, drunk, gets into low pry, and we get those replays and then we cast them. And everybody's
10 seconds
hoping
remaining.
Dav one day gets better. We've been doing this for years, and he's not getting any
5
better. So
seconds remaining.
Dav is something of a legend around these parts.
Well, he's not getting better because he has to play the A to Z challenge, so he's always on a new hero, right?
No, to be fair.
Once he completes it, surely he'll be good, right?
No. He's a Windrunner
seconds
spammer
remaining.
and has been playing Windrunner. Like, if it's a game where he's like, this is going to be a
5
tough game,
seconds remaining.
better break out my Windrunner, and his Windrunner is
Dire
dreadful.
team back.
Like, dreadful. But Dav is still one of the better
team
players in the
back.
tournament, even though he's, like, famously bad. A lot of these lads are even worse. But these are two reasonable teams, I'd say, for the tournament.
Remaining.
I think is sort of very dependable across the boards. And they're
Yes.
very good team players. Like, they always are very good at sort of coordinating, working together. Mango are probably a bit higher skilled on some of the cores.
Yeah.
But have crushed some games from just grouping up early and never stopping.
I mean, we've seen
So-
Alfredo do some good work. Madge, if he has a good game, is really a big deal. Emu is like, he's like the old EE 50-50. Like, that's how I would sum up Emu. Is Emu going to do something amazing and bait all the enemy spells out
10
and live?
seconds
Or is
remaining.
Emu just going to walk into them for no reason and die? And he plays 3, so quite
5
often he just
seconds remaining.
can either turn things around and win the game or just feed horribly.
Dire team pick.
Here we go. Jakiro, standard goon pick. Opening for
Oh god, this just reminds me how much I hate the new draft.
You don't like
I
this?
hate it so much. No.
Why?
Okay.
10
Think about
seconds remaining.
from an entertainment perspective.
Right.
We just spent like 3 minutes, 7 heroes went through, and all 7 of those heroes will not be applicable to the game whatsoever.
Right.
Watch the next phase. We're gonna go into another banning phase.
Yeah.
We're gonna have 10 heroes
10 seconds remaining.
plus another like 4. So we're gonna have 14 heroes.
5
Only 4 of
seconds
them are
remaining.
going to apply to the upcoming game.
Right. So
It's incredibly boring.
So I counterpoint, if I may,
Okay.
is that what used to happen
Team
was
ban.
nobody would pick shit. It was all like super flex, super boring, super bland, because you don't know what people are going to ban. And you couldn't have any way of like surprise strats, because whatever you pick, they just go, oh, well, if they picked X, ban Y. Whereas now you've got a long period with picks.
10 seconds
Quite a
remaining.
few picks. There are 6 picks with no response. That's 3 each. I think that's pretty big. I think that although the start of it is boring, I
Dire
like the
team
fact that
ban.
it then it's just picks. So if I pick a hero, you've got to fucking figure out how to counter it, or pick your own strat. You can't just go, well, if they've picked X, so we'll ban Y. Like, now it's like, yes, you get all these bans out the way, so all the heroes the teams think are broken, fine, they all get banned. But now it comes down to the mind games of pick.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay, I'm fine with that. But this first half of the draft is fucking intolerable. I hate it so much. Look, look how many heroes are on the left-hand side of the screen. There's so many heroes on the left-hand side of the screen, and none of those heroes matter.
All right,
they
so
don't matter
here's
to
what
the
you
story
do.
of the game.
Here's what you do as a production. You join the draft at this point. You don't need to go here for the bans. But this was Slax's idea for a long time. He was like, the draft takes 20 minutes and it fucking stinks. Why are we not filling the time with this? But most people that watch Dota, and you will not convince me otherwise, don't give a shit about the stuff we do in the studio. They just want to see this. And they want to debate it, and they want to be in Twitch chat, and they want to be on their Discord channels, they want to be on Reddit, debating why they picked this after they banned that. Like, that's what they want to do.
Why Bulba do this?
Yeah, that's literally 99% of the viewers do not give a shit about people sitting on a sofa going, oh, Doxy's pretty good, his win rate went up 2%. You know, they don't care. They don't care. They mute that stream. They just want to watch the cast.
And that is why I also think, in a perfect world, if we really wanted to up Dota's game, we would tell the players to shut the fuck up, and we're going to pre-record the draft, and we're going to make a content piece out of it, like a weatherman segment, where you just like break down the draft, like, hey, we've got this coming up, boom, boom, boom. You can fast forward through certain bands, like circle certain, very key bands, like, oh, look, this band is going to be important because look what's going to be coming up next. Fast forward, boom, here's why we banned these two heroes. This pick is now uncounterable, right? It would be so much more interesting if you could have an analyst like BSJ, I think would be great, of being able to break down a draft weatherman style and then go straight into the game from there.
From a production perspective,
to actually draft and then pause the game.
But from a production perspective, I agree with you 100%. But we should honestly, I think most people that watch don't want that. They love this shit. Like, I don't know if you know what it's like, Cap. You're in the arena, the drafting, people are oohing and ahhing all over the place. Like, they fucking love it. The tension, and then you see the pick come out.
To Earthshaker, clapping is Fisher.
Yeah, they're clapping.
They love it. I guarantee you. Let's do a poll. Next time we get a chance, let's do a poll of Dota players and say, would you like it if the draft screen fucked off? We'll do that. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a mental note.
Okay. But I will also say your audience is naturally going to be skewed because anybody who casually watches things, which I think is the majority of people, don't actually engage in the alternative media that is on top of that. People watch this stuff, but they don't actually go on social media
to
respond to the poll that shows up or something.
Yeah, but I'm gonna march up to them in person. Like, I'm gonna stand I'm gonna stand at the entrance, and as they're going through, say, quick poll. We could do it as a content piece. I'll fucking make a note of that. Yeah, I'm gonna make a note of that.
You could, a good way to get a feel of that is also how many people, if they weren't worried about their seats, how many people are out there getting food, going to the bathroom,
we could just grab them,
etc. Yeah. Well, I'm saying how many people are doing that during the draft.
Oh yeah, exactly.
There's a fair.
We could be like, well, the draft is halfway through, and I can count 80 people out here in the lobby or whatever. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Could you be even more radical and have the drafts done at the start of the day, and separate it completely, and then do lots of content around the drafts and things like that? Would you ever dare to do that, or do you think players pausing in the game are the only way to get that sort of break?
No, because then you have to have back-to-back drafts, right? Well, you have to you could do that by having everyone's game 1 drafts be available, but then they have to do a game 2.
Oh yeah, they have to
game
2. Yeah.
And they can't draft until they know how game 1 goes. So
yeah.
Excuse me. Gosh, that's desperately unprofessional. Well, Cap, regarding what you said earlier, if Anders is up for it,
resubed for 22 months.
We'll get him in.
Been watching
I'd love to have him
Hope
cast.
the
That'd be great.
GT continues to go well.
If he wants to do some GTI.
I'll drop him a line.
There's only 2 days left, so it's either tomorrow or the day after. But other than that, we could do the in-houses on a Tuesday if you want some really, really easy casting that he can just take control and we'll just chill and he can just have a go. Low pressure, low stakes. Literally, everyone will just be happy to see him. He's more than welcome. But if he wants to wait, maybe a TI, like you said, I think that might be better because it's pro Dota. He's not watching dog shit Dota. But it just on the off chance he literally wants like almost some warm up stuff or just literally casting for practice with an audience.
10 seconds
Go for it.
remaining.
Night Dude.
5 seconds remaining.
Okay, this is Headmassif Night Stalker.
It is a massive Night Stalker. I mean, I like Night Stalker a lot in these Goon games. The vision is so helpful just for letting people have a bit more time to think about what they do.
Yeah.
I'm also kind of surprised that Di picked AA and then Radiant picked Lesh into it.
Yeah.
I feel like Lesh's Bloodstone kind of running heal through everything gameplay is cucked by AA quite a lot.
Cucked, and they picked
Cucked.
Lena.
Yeah.
Strong.
Wait, so who? DafNotDaff, right? That's the offlaner.
He's playing
So
probably
he's their pos
no, he's
5
their pos
or
5.
pos 4.
Pos 5 and 4. So
Oh.
it's either the double treat. We either have Dav AA, which I don't think I've seen, or Dav Rubik, which is just going to be chef's kiss. Absolutely abysmal. I can't imagine Dav Rubik is going to be great. It's a nice spell.
So who's
steal,
the
though.
offlaner?
That's
who's the offlaner?
Headmassif.
Headmassif.
Yeah.
Is he good?
He's good for the tournament. Yeah.
Okay. Then I
He's
think
one of the most
I think they're
dependable
gonna win
players
this
I've ever
game.
played with.
He's
know?
very
He just
dependable.
always gets stuck in, always willing to initiate and
Oh.
go for it. Ooh,
I think he's got a very good chance to carry this game. I think it's a sick Night Stalker game.
So as well, he's an FPS gamer, really. Head. Like I used to play PUBG with him, and CS and stuff like that. And he's just one of those guys that when he started playing Dota, I'm sure you've had this.
5 seconds
They just
remaining.
are noticing things the enemy is doing, and like
Dire
making calls. Can we get this guy? Or there's a lad here? Or can we do this? Like he's just thinking, because he's a gamer. And some of the lads you play with, they just walk about in total silence. I mean, again, you're not playing with lads that I'm playing with, but essentially Head was that rare lad who was new to Dota, but you could see this lad's actually going to be able to figure this game out better than some of these lads who've been playing for years.
5
Level
seconds
30
remaining.
heroes,
Dire
but
team
are just
back.
terrible.
There's actual wheels turning, and he's reacting to what's
Exactly,
going on in the
yeah.
game instead of. I know a lot of Dota people. A lot of people play Dota, especially people who span heroes. They get set on a track. They like this hero. They like the way it plays, and they go down. Every game is the same track for them.
Same track,
and
yeah.
they do kind of the same thing because that's what they enjoyed, and that's maybe what was successful for them. So they just kind of keep doing that no matter what.
I mean, when it works, it's like, yes, of course, my sturdy old whatever, doing it again. But when it doesn't, they just like, I don't know whether they blame themselves or the team or whatever. But I try to mix it up. I try not to ever just play the same few heroes. But then there have
10
been
seconds
patches.
remaining.
The gyro patch where you could just get the shard and bonk everybody for days.
5
That was it. I
seconds
spammed the
remaining.
fuck out of that. Warlock.
That is a fun.
Been
that's
spamming a
fun
lot of
hero.
Warlock, but yeah.
Radiant team pick.
Spectre banned, PL banned, Muerta banned, Razor banned. I don't know why they banned Sand King. I don't think they're picking Sand King. Was that earlier?
That's a
That was
Ward
that was the
massive
earlier
special.
thing. Yeah, that is. Yeah. Although his Sand King is not amazing, I do
10
see why they banned it. His
seconds
Darkseer and his Conqueror are basically his heroes. They didn't ban Ogre,
5
and yet
seconds remaining.
Dav did not pick Ogre. Amazing.
He's going to be nailing AA ults this game. I believe in him.
You reckon it's going to be Dav AA?
I think so. I don't think you're putting Dav on Rubik. That's great. He's not got to R in the A to Z, has it yet?
No, he hasn't. No.
So he's at least gone through AA. At one point, he's won an AA game. He's not won a Rubik game yet,
Yeah,
as far
true.
as we're aware. So
That's
you
a
stick
very
him on
good
AA.
point. They should have been banning all the ABC heroes. These tools.
Top and work down.
He's up to H, so that's a lot of the alphabet to ban. That's what I'm saying.
10 seconds
Wraith
remaining.
Kingen. I still feel like this
Wait,
Night
how
Stalker
long
should
has
be...
he been doing the ADZ challenge?
5
Oh,
seconds
months
remaining.
and months and months. But
He
to be
takes,
fair,
he takes long enough. He's going to forget Ancient Apparition. By the
Yeah.
time he gets to Z and completes it, he's going to forget how to play the A heroes.
He may have forgotten already.
Damn.
He said
Wow.
he's had some heroes that have been 14, 15 games to get past. But he's never given up.
So the thing
He's
is,
just getting going.
on a Tuesday, Cap, on the Yogs cast stream, him and
Yeah.
a guy called Joe, I also play Dota with a lot, they are doing Dav streaming. And in order to make it more interesting, they did the A to Z challenge. So they've been doing it. So yeah, since January, but that's 3 games a week. So 3 games a week since January to get up to H for Dav. I don't think that's too bad. I think that's okay.
Yeah, it's not too bad. That's respectable.
I remember doing it years ago.
I still haven't done mine.
It's fun.
I've not done it.
I don't think I've done it since Legion was added. That's how long ago it was that I did it. I don't think Legion was in the game yet
10
when I did my A to Z. So way back.
Well, I
You know,
remember when you were doing it, you did
5
Meepo on
seconds
Christmas Day.
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Christmas
Just playing
Eve
endless
Meepo.
Meepo games, losing over and over and
I
over
think
again.
me, Shane, Bob, I can't remember who else was there, trying to get me past Meepo was 8 games, L's. Oh my god, it was rough. In the end, I was just like, right, don't level the other Meepos. We'll just play with one Meepo. Oh man, I was super bad back then, even worse than now.
I was surprised by this AM pick. I feel like it's a bit of a throw. I don't think it counts as rating at all. I think Omni Knight might just batter him in lane. The only thing it would be good for is potentially blowing up a Leshrac. But I don't know. I still feel like NochUK should crush everything.
Yeah, it could be a battle of the offlaners, honestly.
Yeah.
Because Omni Knight might shit on AM in lane. That's definitely a lane that you can shit on AM really hard.
Yeah.
I think Night Stalker destroys most of these heroes. And I think, honestly, I think Night Stalker is so fucking good right now. I think this hero is just the bee's knees. Every single time I play it, I'm so happy. Whether it's like you get a Hand of Midas or the Shard, one or the other, you're just always out on map. You're always getting good farm. You just, love
Damn,
it.
Cap, you got a nice mic, dude.
Oh, thanks.
What is it?
It's E100S CAD.
That's very nice. Do you have any software you're running that through, or?
Nailed it.
I just have a Go XLR, but I don't have any.
You got like a
effects on it or
preamp,
anything.
like you got the preamp, so the XLR gives.
Yeah.
It's very nice. Sounds very nice.
Yeah, it's I bought it when I was going to do voice acting.
Right, Cap. So we're thinking we've got you. Oh, Dav just used in a fairy fire. That was a boo boo.
Give me a 5v5 to start it off.
Could be. Cap, we want you to be the caster, and we're just going to be your analysts.
Well, it looks like James is going to be giving up first blood. So, good start for the man calf team.
Why are you laughing? This is what you do for a living.
It makes me think of fucking man bear pig. That's what it is. That's what it's making me think of. Man bear pig.
Come on.
All right, they gave up first blood, but I don't think they
Goes to the mid
okay.
as well, which is the greatest disaster you can do.
I
I'm always
think
happy
whenever
if a
you get
support
first
steals the kill.
blood, you should always move to the other side of the map with your other 4 heroes. I think whenever you get first blood, you've put the fear of God into the
You keep
enemy
hunting?
team,
Oh.
and you always go for 3 bounties. You always go for 3 bounties.
I like that.
That's my non-pro gamer tip.
I like this Lena set, by the way. She kind of looks like a haughty pirate lady. I like that. I want this set. What do you feel about? I mean,
Is that
she's.
what you're into, Ted?
Oh, I love a pirate lady, man. Yar,
Love me a
matey.
good butt.
Yar, matey.
Yes, ma'am. I will walk that plank.
Oh dear. Oh, it's putting on last hits and denies.
All right, so I'm not seeing anything too big that like stands out to me. Both the mid laners pulled their creeps back to their tower. Nobody's gone like a weird ability level 1. Everyone's gone a very sensible build.
Give it time. Give it time. I wonder what Alfredo's going to go. The other day, Alfredo went. I'm pretty sure he went Radiance. No. He didn't. He go for Fight and Plague and just fucking jumped people. He had like Armlet, Deso Blink or something like that. I can't remember. Maybe you went.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. He may have had a Midas in there as well. I mean, the last time we saw Emu, he's playing Razor Pos 3. He went Mask of Madness Mjolnir.
Yes.
And when I asked him about it later, he said, I went the Mjolnir because I like lightning and it's thematic. So we'll
Lion
see if he
goes
can...
down. So wait, it's
restrain
thematic.
his
So
trolling.
yes, that's right. A lot of the time, Cap, we try to figure out what the lads are thinking, and it's as simple as I thought it would be funny, or it seemed good, or it's nice and shiny. Like there's a lot of nonsense happening.
Well, Headmassif is already. This guy's a Night Stalker player. He went level 2 Crippling Fear. I love that. The fact that Crippling Fear is actually does something for you during daytime, it actually does damage. It's a nice silence in lane. Makes this hero so much better, and he put it to work there on the Lions. So I'm very happy with this guy so far.
Do you need to go Soul Ring Night Stalker now? If you go second point in W for mana regen, or can you just sign a survive off Lotus?
Soul Ring is a bad item, but Night Stalker is one of the heroes that can make it work. Yeah.
Because when I've played Night Stalker, I've
it,
normally skipped it because I think I'm going to get Shard eventually, and then my mana problems are gone forever.
Yes, I think both the Shard and Echo Saber build up is the other thing about it. And Bracer is like super value right now, and he went in early one, so even better. So I like his build so far. It's good.
He's going to be getting sucked though as well.
He is going to be
Add
getting
that
sucked.
little bit extra of annoyance.
But I think as long as James saves his lift, then anytime he gets sucked, I think they can maybe get on top of this Lion.
Ted, can you do me a favor? The next time you do the part, can you do it a little bit more like sensually for me, please? It really adds to the.
Do I have to?
I mean, it's their name. I feel like you should respect it.
Come
right?
in.
Like.
Hello, sweetie. Yeah, give me a hug.
No.
It's pretty late, buddy.
I just got back from Guy.
Oh, you just got back. Oh. Give me a kiss. Mwah. Good night, sweetie.
Oh.
Night. See you tomorrow.
Gas in trouble.
Oh shit.
Give him the hammer of God.
Brutal hammering.
To nail down your sins.
He won Repel level 2, which is kind of interesting, but whatever.
Is that so that he can't be slowed by the AA?
I don't really know, to be honest, because I don't think you're ever going to get cold feeted because the other hero in lane is Animage. So I'm not sure why you would repel. I think I would just go 404.
So if you're repelled, can you still be slowed by the snowballs of AA?
No, but it's a pretty minor slow.
Right.
So I don't know.
I ain't arguing with you.
Whatever works for him.
It's a 0.7 second slow, so yeah, probably not worth worrying about.
Yeah.
He did just get a kill though, Cap. So anything we say is wrong.
Dude, Daff is gonna be a big feeder in this lane.
I feel like Cool Llama might be a pretty big feeder soon, to be honest. The hammers being chucked out are no joke now.
Yeah, they do.
I could instantly tell, by the way, within the first like 10 seconds, I was like, they're hard losing this lane. Because the only way to win it is AM versus Omni Knight is you have to hit him level 1. You have to be super aggro. You have to burn him out of all of his mana. If you don't set that precedent, it's like like when somebody's pushing you around, like that guy's not gonna stop. You gotta punch him in the nose, right?
Wow.
You gotta be like, hey man, like no, you don't get to do that.
Right.
You gotta punch this Omni Knight in the nose, otherwise he's gonna keep pushing you around.
Right. Don't be a pussy. Get in there, Llama.
Wow, I think we use Stoat nowadays.
Stoat?
Have you not heard this?
Stoat?
it's a Slacks thing. Oh, I think Daff's dead again. Oh, we'll see. Depends on Emu can get this kill if he wants it.
They've got James coming in to back him up.
James.
See, now he's got no mana, and what do he do? And Nutkin also out of mana. If Llama had fucking clicked him in the first place, this wouldn't have been happening.
They are actually, I think they took more damage from that small camp there than they took from the big hero then.
These lads are furious. How dare you!
So if we're talking about this game as the battle of the offlaners, I think Mancaf doing a bit better so far, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's also night. Until a minute ago, it was daytime Night Stalker.
Nice
so
from Head.
What are you really gonna do?
They've had to drag the pos 4 top.
Is he dead?
He's dead. No, he's a liver.
He lives.
He lives.
He's got a one.
They also lost Lesh. Lesh went up top and died to Teddy, or he was mid and died to Teddy. He was
he
mid.
got Laguna bladed, and Lena got an arcane rune for trouble, and she's gonna go ganking. Oh god, this top lane's gonna fall apart.
All that good work. Nope, she's given up.
Oh. Getting some bounties.
I played Omni quite a bit when it was fun to get like Echo Saber and shit on him, and and just run at people. Oh my god, this hero he's so much fun. I really like playing Omni. Because when you just have to fucking
you can
heal
still do that
people-
build.
Oh yeah, no
I think
doubt.
it's still good. Yeah.
It's just fun. Because I feel like a lot of the time when I play mid, which is generally when I play in the morning, and we're all sort of like Archon or below. It's like a lot of the time people just aren't playing against an Omni mid very often, so they're like, oh, what do I do? And you just kind of they can't. You know, you do so much damage with the hammer. If you get the items on this lad early, you just can run people down. If it's the right game. Against some games, it's just like, oh shit, I'm just being kited permanently, but he is just so much fun.
Alright, we got phase boots soon for the Wraith King. Looks like Headmassif's a little bit behind. He's not going to get phase boots that quickly. He moves pretty far ahead of him. He's got phase boots and he's working on the Echo Saber already. And Evil Teddy just got another kill on Madge. This matchup is not fun for Leshrac, don't get me wrong. It does help if you max out Lightning Storm, I believe. Because it's essentially, she's going to Dragon Slave you, and you want to be able to Lightning... Like, she's going to Dragon Slave for a CS and hit you with it. You need to be able to Lightning Storm spam back at him, basically. So I don't think you win that matchup anyway, but yeah, exactly.
Under attack.
And now he's just getting another... He's just getting free power runes. Nobody's...
Clavicembel just resubbed for 2 months. Oh no, cringe.
They want head, but they're not going to get him. It is nighttime.
Lena's coming to match this rotation. With the DD.
Oh, if
God,
Madge dies
Madge
again
gonna
here.
die again. Evil Teddy keeps his distance. Keep away from the stun. Oh! That was very nicely played.
They get him. Notch
Teddy
doing
did a
the
great
old
job
standstill.
Blocking that back.
Oh, they get the ice path on the Lena. She's going to be able to walk away. Oh! Trouble.
Massive is not going to be able to get the Wraith King either, so he popped
Oh shit,
Dark
Rubik
Extinction
died.
for that.
Skelly's killed him.
The Skelly's killed him. He got
James.
run down. James got killed by skeletons. The Skelly boys getting the job done.
They are a right pain.
They are a bloody nuisance.
Wraithing has the freedom to go the skeleton's attack damage build, they shred you.
Dude, yeah, I don't know why they buff the skeletons the way they do, but
Radiant's middle tower
they do
is under
way
attack.
too much damage to heroes. And like, I've never seen anybody go the right talents on Wraith King lately.
What do they always
Everyone
go
just
for?
goes the all left talents just because it's the skeletons.
They don't go
just
25%
destroy
cleave.
people. No,
Oh.
Dire's
Just
middle
Skellies.
tower is under attack.
Is that because they
Yeah,
just
'cause
they go off and get you money for 0 risk? Is that the deal?
I mean, they're also great for killing people.
Right.
They actually destroy heroes. But also, it's kind of weird. Like, unless you have a specific purpose, 25% cleave that late into the game doesn't do very much for you, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you're up against like some sort of like bad matchup, like Phantom Lancer or something, like okay, the cleave will help there. But
Radiant's middle
it's
tower is under
too late
attack.
in the game for the cleave to help you farm faster.
Right.
And the skeletons will help you farm faster than the cleave does, very likely anyway, right?
Here are the Skelly boys going to work on head. He's just getting chonked by him.
Yeah, and that's a high armor hero. He's got 12 armor.
Oh! They don't give a fuck!
They don't.
Do they have piercing or not? I can't remember. They don't. It doesn't show up as them having. I thought they had some kind of piercing thing. Is that just the ones that the camp summons? I'm sure Skelly's had some kind of piercing thing going on.
I have no clue. I'll be honest with you.
I thought
That's one of those mechanics that I never bothered to worry about because I figured it was. What do I really need to bring that up in a cast? Probably not.
the piercing attack from the skeleton. Yeah, very rare.
Of course, he got the neutral denied because of the piercing attack.
What's Alfredo gonna go here? He's going for the armlet. I don't think he goes. I don't think he's gonna go Radiance this
Is
game.
under attack.
I don't think he is. Alfredo didn't last time he played it. He went armlet, like armlet blink BKB or something like that.
Well, with Lesh having a terrible game, he probably has to go a bit earlier.
He needs to be feisty. Yeah. Let's go to net worth. By the way, the Omni is having a great time.
61 and 21. He's got 21 denies. What a monster.
Yeah, this lad's Emu's been kicking ass. This
I
is
think
an
he
Emu
could have
hero
that
for
kill
sure.
too.
Oh, there's the triple rotate down here, and he's just walking it off.
Nailed it, he says.
Toy him with them.
So this tournament has been ruined by PA. Really, everyone's just first picking PA, and no matter what they do, no one can beat it. Do you think you could still do that now? Do you think if they go into the third game this evening, you can just first pick PA and still win after the nerfs?
I played a couple games yesterday on the new patch, and I did play against a PA or with a PA. It was hard for me to judge the strength of the hero. Because a big part of it is that extra blur duration. Like, that actually does add so much. All right, Wraith King's going to lose his reincarnation.
Hey, Blasties! I don't know where that's going. Head does go down. Big crit. Big crit. That's that piercing damage, Cap, from the skeleton.
Of course. Of course, the piercing damage. Definitely wasn't the 250% critical damage.
No, it was that fucking skeleton piercing damage. AM, let's see what AM's up to. A long way from Battle Fury.
Net worth-wise, AM has not lost the lane as hard as he could. He's only a little bit behind the Omni and the Wraithing right now. So he's come out of this pretty well.
Thank you. Somebody gifted Cap a sub. Thank you very much. Oh, Dav fired off his ult and then TP'd so he couldn't finish it.
That was funny. I was wondering why the Ice Blast was.
It just went miles. So he fired it, it went way past them and off the map. Just classic Dav, really. It's just Dav things.
But he's thinking in cool ways, you know, he's thinking with portals.
So no, he went for a TP apparently, but yeah, that's fine.
You want to know an interesting Ancient Apparition build I saw in a pro game?
Yeah, sure.
It was Blink Dagger.
Okay, what's the idea?
It was Kitrak, and he was playing on OG with Mind Control. Mind Control was playing Darkseer.
Okay.
Darkseer, he would vacuum people, and Kitrak would point melee range Blink on top of them and instantly Ice Blast because, and they asked him in the post-game interview, because in his words, Ice Blast is a garbage ability to land.
It is.
And so better just cut out, right? Like, it moves so slow.
Yeah,
there's force staffs and all these, like, every hero is super mobile nowadays in Dota. It's way too hard to land this ability. So he just cut out all chance and just Blink in double tap Ice Blast.
Did they win?
It guaranteed hits everybody. Yeah, they won the game.
I mean, it is such a good spell, but if you miss it as an AA, it's like, what is my hero here for?
Like, why did you pick this hero if not to land Ice Blast? Yeah,
it is very hard.
I think Dav has got the complete opposite philosophy. He's so confident in his aim. He's going no boots AA, in the full artillery at the back.
Is he gonna launch it? It's coming in. It's gonna catch nobody. Oh shit, they might get match here. Nope, Evil Teddy backs it up.
Guardian Angel stolen as well. Not that important against Lesh.
No, Daff has put himself in a hole that he will not be able to get out of.
That's the Guardian Angel though.
Oh wait, stolen? Nice.
Stolen.
Oh, Daff!
They're not finishing off.
Oh. No, they don't get it. They lose 2.
Alright, props to James for seeing that opportunity for a Guardian Angel steal. That says good things, you know? Like, even if it didn't do anything, it sets you off on the right note. You're like, this guy's paying attention to spells.
Right. I mean, the big steals here, I think, Macro Pyre would be great, Ice Path, pretty much all of Lion's spells. I guess those would all be good.
So the Ancient Apparition thing, I told that story in a pub because my Ancient Apparition, who this is like a 7,500 MMR player,
right?
He was trying to play for like across the map Ice Blast,
right?
And I was like, dog, I saw a pro player buy Blink Dagger to melee cast Ice Blast. If he thinks it's impossible to land Ice Blast, I promise you he's better than you. Stop trying to land the global Ice Blast. It's really not gonna work.
I mean, the problem is, I feel like AA is, when you land a good one, it's worth it. He's one of those heroes that, like, his ult is a skill shot, because you got to predict where they're going to be, you got to time it just right, and if you land it, you can snipe people across the map and shit. It's fun. It is fun. And most heroes in Dota, their spells are like, you just need to land it. Like, it's not like if you miss a Lena stun or whatever, you look stupid. But it's up again in a bit. And it's not all that often people be like, oh, if you miss your Ice Blast, like we said, what is the point in your hero? So, in a way, but if you land it, the props you get.
They're going to match.
Head is in.
It up.
The silence, the aim blast catches 1. Head!
Massive is
Dead!
definitely dead, but he created a lot of space
Oh
for his team
shit!
to go in.
Yeah, they
That
get
was
2.
Great.
Notch gets a double stun off. Teddy round the back here getting the clicks on Notch. Clickety clackety clock. Dead!
Yo, Massive understands his job.
Yes.
That man popped his
Yes.
silence and he went straight through the entire team. It
Yes.
didn't matter that he died. He like set up his entire team for success
Yes,
in that
no
fight.
pussy game. Sorry, no stoat game in here. The man goes in. What is this
Oh,
stoat
yeah,
thing?
the story behind that is that there was a Slacks used the word pussy, and then there was a player who said, "Hey, you shouldn't use that language anymore." And Slacks took that to heart, and he Googled the most cowardly animal, I believe, and it is the stoat. So now he calls people stoats instead of pussies.
Oh, that's so funny.
They might be getting.
Wow! Lena's
position.
dead! Notch matching her Laguna Blade with a finger!
Oh,
Right up
just
her
way
pussy! Sorry,
too
right
far
up her
forward.
stoat! Right up her stoat! Oh, and they get matched too!
Mids doing the
Both
exact
mid
same
laners
feat.
have yes,
Just
both mid
hanging
laners
around by
have
a
lost
tower.
their minds.
I'm gonna call people stoats from now on. God, I love Slacks.
Oh, Animage went Specialist Array, which
That's
the
fascinating.
stats are good.
Yeah, they
Don't
are
get me
good.
wrong.
They are
Specialist
good.
Array, it does have, but surely there was a better item.
We
right?
don't know. I mean, honestly, if I'm AM and I just want to hit creeps, plus 12 damage, plus 7 attributes, I can see that.
Nice jump, Alistair.
We don't know what else he had.
Infant
And that's going
for
into crank some more
24
space.
months.
He's gonna die. Do they have any more follow-up? Doesn't look like.
Dav's gonna run in the fire. Ice and fire don't mix, Dav. We all know that. Wraith King still
Do you
has
have Blink on
ulti.
Alfredo?
Oh shit! The Ghost Scepter. She dead though. Bonk! They've caught James.
Trees.
He's stuck in the trees! Alfredo, you noob!
Someone's cut him out.
Pig pole away! Live, Dav! Full stuff? Oh, James has thrown his life away. Oh, has he? Yes, he has! And they get the stun! Oh no, now Head's in trouble. Oh, can they get Madge here? Is there an Ice Blast? No, no mana. He got Cold
Guardian
Feet!
Angel protecting him.
They got the Cold Feet!
Is under attack.
Meanwhile, AM hitting creeps.
Dire structures are fortified.
So, Lena
I've been
goes
looking. I've been looking at the tier 2 neutral items this entire time, looking at Specialist Array compared to every other item, and I legitimately think that it is the best item for this AM, depending on the situation. Like, maybe Ring of Aquila, maybe Orb of Destruction, but, like, legitimately, the stats on Specialist Array are so
They're
much better
very
than
good.
any
Yeah,
other
They're
items.
very good.
Is under attack.
Plus 12 damage. I mean, what do you get? Aquila is like 6 damage or something, I
Dire's
think?
top
There's a
Yeah,
couple of
compare
other
that
stats as
to the shitty Van Brace.
Oh, my God.
It's like 8 to main attribute plus 2 to other attributes. This one gives 7 to all attributes.
Yeah.
Like, and 12 damage. What the fuck?
Nerf specialists.
Yeah.
So it's one of those ones that
Actually,
no
don't-
one ever took.
I
And
take
so
it.
it just gets buffed and
Oh,
buffed and
yeah,
buffed and
yeah.
buffed.
I wonder
And
if
then
it-
suddenly everyone's like, oh my god, this thing gives 7 all attributes and 12 damage. Just anyone can have this now.
Next patch, plus 5 attributes and plus 6 damage, guaranteed.
Plus, yeah.
Holy shit, Emo is huge, by the way. He's got
Oh,
Echo
shit.
Saber, he
Oh,
almost got
damn!
He's got the shard. He's gonna kill somebody here, surely. Run him down.
So last fight, Evil Teddy revealed he had Ghost Scepter, and Emu, I think, almost one-shot him with a Hammer of Purity. It was brutal.
Yeah, he's got
E-Blade
the
coming out
double hammer put
very
up.
soon. But yes, the double hammer is my favorite thing about this hero. Like, I love this hero because you run at people and you're just hammering them and slowing them, and there's nothing they can do. Like, you just know when you've got them. Like, they haven't got any escape. You've got here really early. You just run at some lad, and he's like, well, I guess I'm just dying then. And they're trying to trundle away, and you're just like, bap, bap, bap. It feels so much fun.
Yeah, if he wants to be super sick, Kaya Sanj is actually a great follow-up item because it amps the Hammer of Purity damage, and then obviously the strength is nice.
Yeah.
And your
So
heals,
Alfredo's-
right? Is that right? For Kaya? Or Sanj, doesn't it buff your heals? Or is it just... Health regain. Oh,
I think
shit.
it's your... Yeah, I don't think it buffs the heals you need to other people.
Oh, this is looking bad. But,
Yeah, Mash is untouchable when he's got this repel on him. It's actually pretty nasty.
Oh, shit. Is he, though? AM getting a kill on the back line. Can they get Madge here? Madge is here. He's low. He goes down. Untouchable, my ass. Professional caster, my ass.
Maybe he shouldn't dive the tier 3 when there's a tier 2 up.
He doesn't have mana. Alfredo doesn't have mana. He doesn't have mana.
Oh, he doesn't have his shard. You need to buy your shard, sir.
Oh!
Like this.
Why would you stop? Kill him.
No one's clicking on enemy heroes down here. They're just going on vibes.
True that. He ain't finished. He's getting the Deso, then he'll get the shard. All right.
Well, he has almost got to finish, so the window for AM to just bully him out of fights is closing. But it's almost Manta on AM. He's now top net worth after the nice kill on Lesh as well. So he is back.
I am honestly the lads. One of their weaknesses. So Cap, one of the things we do every Tuesday is we do the in-houses, where we do. You've cast them before, in fact. We got you and Blitz in to cast them. And do you remember there was a game where a sniper picked up like 2 braces, and you guys were like, "What's he doing?" And then the enemy team just couldn't kill him, and you guys were laughing. It was like, "Holy shit, this might be the play." So when we do those, shit, I've fucking forgotten what my point was. Yeah, anyway, just a small ad for those. I forgot what I was going to say.
Double bracers! Buy him in your today.
Can't remember. I got distracted because I was watching the game. God damn it.
All right, well, while you were telling that story, which was riveting, Alfredo did figure out he needed the shard.
I've remembered.
I wanted to see what he would
He's going to get it. Okay. So I've remembered. There are a handful of heroes that routinely, if picked, equals a dub. Medusa, for a very long time, was one of those heroes because the lads just couldn't go high ground, couldn't finish it, and Medusa would just win games. And AM is another one because the lads just couldn't handle tracking down the AM, and often their draft would their stuns would be like Witch Doctor and Jakiro. So they didn't have the instant stuns for AM, and he would just live. I think Spectre for a long time was also one of those heroes where, you know, the lads would just, they'd pick Wraith King or something, and the Spectre just doesn't give a shit and just kills everything. AM is one of the, oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Are they?
Oh no! What are they doing?
He tried to stop
Daf came through! Daf finished the TP! Daf, God bless you! Oh no!
He never abandons his teammates.
The Ice Blast was a bait. They had an Ice Blast in the Roshan pit, and they're like, oh shit, they're Roshing. Go, 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 go. But they're like 10 seconds too late.
Oh, that was something else. Emu has the Poon. Is going Blink next.
He's going to be the bane of the sports. I think he will generally one-shot both of them.
I mean, this AA is not going to live through 2 Hammer of Purities and Bibbidi Bap and a fucking Purification. It's not even maxed level yet. He's already kicking ass. Oh, here it comes. It's a 3-man. It's a 3-man Ice Blast. Where's the follow-up?
See, there's the other problem with Ice Blast. Like, half the time you throw it and it needs to hit and it doesn't land. The other half of the time you're throwing it, but then nobody's gonna follow up on your Ice Blast.
Yeah.
Because it's an easy Ice Blast because the enemy isn't afraid of you because they know you're not gonna start a fight on you.
Yeah, they're grouped up around a tower miles away. This is why this Blink makes more and more sense.
He's padding some damage stats, so at the end of the game he can say, look at how much damage I did, guys. You can't blame me for this.
Well, I landed every Ice Blast. Yeah, I
landed them all.
Let's look at fantasy points. Who do we think is bottom? Don't look.
It might be.
Apparition.
It might be Night Stalker. I feel like it could be down there.
I think it could be Head as well. Let's have a look because it's all fucked up at the moment. It's AA, then Night Stalker 300 points above him, then Rubik, then Jakiro. Top of the pops is, I believe it's Madge playing the Lesh. So he's top with 5.6k.
Well, he had an awful start as well, so it's a good comeback from him.
Yeah. I mean, tower damage does a lot for the fantasy points. Cap, why do you think they made it thousands instead of tens, which it was before?
What?
So if you look at fantasy points,
Oh,
It's now in the
I see.
thousands. Previously, it was like 13.2 and 1.7 and stuff. Now it's like
Right.
5,876.2. Why do you think they did that?
Looks more.
More numbers.
I don't know. Yeah, bigger number is better player, and you're trying to show how good your players are. So, my question is, why is it point something?
Yeah,
That you should have just made it 10,000.
Right, like
It
you've
should
already
be
gone down.
60,000 points on
You've
this
gone to the
player.
granularity of thousands, and then you're like, what
Yeah.
we need here is numbers, like fractions, essentially, of the thousands. Like, yeah, it doesn't really make sense. Madge almost dying there. Does have a
BKB force as well.
Yeah, that's not too shabby. That's a hold.
Agis.
The Agis.
I like that.
Agis de Mortal. And Primal Beast is Le Bête Primal.
You're so worldly, Ted.
Well, I'm European, mate, not like you fucking Yankee doodles.
And don't forget, Bane's Fiend script is Le Grippe.
Le Grip! C'est bon! Oui, Le Grip! I travel far and wide. I'm in Oklahoma. Been to Dakota, North and South. Hell, I even went to Georgia one time. Worldly, they
You know,
call
what,
me.
you know what the sad part is? I feel like at this point in time, I think it maybe have gone to more European countries than United States.
Well, I mean, a lot of it, to be fair, if esports was big in America... Oh, shit! Oh, disaster.
He's trying to break the chains with the silence.
The silence is good.
What, man?
Head, what a play! What a fucking
They
play!
all get out. Oh, and they get the breaking life as well.
This might be a fight. This might be a fight. Not a good one, but it might be a fight.
This
They're
is
on
still-
match. He still has Aegis. He is dead. Llama's gone in.
Back and die again.
He has no BKB as well.
Oh, they got the Jakiro. No BKB. Madge is going down. Huge hold from the lads. Llama triple. Oh, they needed that. Madge thought he was cock of the walk. Not today, sunshine. You can't just walk up. That was a great save from Head. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely
He always
superb.
he just gets in there.
He
That's what we
does.
like to see.
He casts his spells. Oh, Cap, while I think of it, can we get a live... Num 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 num. No, that wasn't it. What are you doing?
What?
Your voice line from last TI.
It's my... I know.
That wasn't it at all.
That wasn't...
That wasn't it.
What do you mean? That was my point.
That wasn't it. Disappointing. I won't ask again.
Dude, do the line that you did before. Okay. No, that wasn't right. Are you sure you did it?
It wasn't. We had it in the previous game, and it didn't sound like you just going. You went num 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 num. You said no.
Right, maybe.
Oh shit,
just
James,
roll.
look out! Oh, James is alive! Head with the saves! And they get the mana off him! He's blown up! Wraith King does not have his ulti for 50
doesn't have
seconds!
reincarnation.
It's a fight!
Well-
AA Blast comes in! It's gonna miss him! No, it catches a couple. The finger goes on Head. He's okay. Gets the bullwhip off, he's running away. Phase boost 2, Notch misses. They get the Omni for nothing. Very nice. And he's using that shard. Woo! These lads are not going gently into that good night. Oh no, sir. They came to play dotes.
Networth lead back in Dyer's favour.
Oh, baby.
All right, if he gets to Butterfly, I don't know. This AM is really tough to beat at this point for this lineup. All Cole Llama has to do is just not take the man fight against the Omni Knight or the Wraith King, and just focus on blowing up the Leshrac and killing the supports. They kite the other two melee heroes around because they've got good heroes to do it, right?
Yeah.
They've got pretty decent stuns. They've got a Night Stalker to like man up against them for the AM. As long as he doesn't man up against those two heroes until he has Butterfly, I think they have. I think they win this game.
I think that's a very, very good shout, young Austin.
Thanks. Oh, he's got the Elven Tunic too, which is hype.
He's got the tunic.
I've been told that it's very Radiant favoured at the moment, but I'm not. I don't exactly know why. So I don't feel we take advantage of it properly. It's just something everyone takes as received wisdom. It's Radiant favoured. Do you know why it's Radiant favoured?
I don't know. Is it? How How long has it been Radiant favored? Because I thought it was Dire favored at some point.
So I think it's this, not this most recent mini patch, but this most recent patch in general. I've been told is Radiant.
Okay.
I've heard some people say that the buff that the mines, the Dire jungle gives, is like applied to creeps as well, so they get like plus several health regen, stuff like that. But I don't know if that'd be that impactful.
The biggest thing I've noticed between the two sides is that Radiant bounty runes is in a terrible spot. It's just the worst. Why is the Radiant bounty runes on the low ground and the Dire bounty runes on the high ground? That makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
So it's Radiant. It's very easy to forget about your bounty runes and a lot easier for Dire in their invasion to pick up the bounty runes. I always see 2 or 3 bounty runes stacked up on the Radiant side because it's just not an area that you particularly want to be. It's just, it's a whole lot of nothing in the area and it's low ground. It's just a bad place to be. So
Interesting.
That's the only thing I've really noticed between the two sides. So I wouldn't really know.
Do you think? I mean, it does feel to me like the Dire jungle has this ward spot as well. This one, right? It's in mid lane, just north of the tier 2. That little cliff there. I feel like so many fights are around there, and who's got vision there, and it blocks off all these camps and shit. The Radiant side has that equivalent for the laning stage, but who's fucking hanging around for a small camp and one camp here past that point? I feel like that is, like you said, that's such a dead zone for the map for Radiant, and they just don't care. So Dire have this spot. If you get vision there, you can pick people. Look how far that fucking vision sees. They can see everyone. They can see people coming out of the base top. They can see everything. It's fucking insane.
I also like Dire rotating on mid because you are on a high ground looking down on the enemy mid laner. That's that feels pretty good. So I actually like Dire most of the time, but
interesting.
But that's
maybe
why
be a
I'm not a pro
GTI
player.
thing, to be honest. But for some reason, Radiant, maybe they just like the color green more.
I mean, to be
Maybe
fair,
that inspires them.
it could just be that really old thing that there's more UI at the bottom when you're Dire than when you're Radiant. You're looking up more.
Sure.
So you've just got less real. You've got more real estate looking up the screen. Whereas for Dire, you've got less. Which has been a thing for a very long time.
So we got 2 out of 3 BKBs on Radiant. Just waiting for one on Omni Knight. And they're going to get Aegis. And second Roche, go high ground, 3 BKBs.
Here it comes, the AA Blast. Wow! LD voice. Wow!
He has to press it. He will. Wow.
Left, right, and center. Wow! You know the story behind that, Cap, right?
Maybe I've forgotten.
So he'd been told, we want the casting to be as hype as possible, so really make a big deal of stuff. And he was like, really? And they were like, yeah, like everything that happens, just really hype it up. So he was like, okay. So that was what he came up with. It was like pretty much everything that happened, he had to be as hype as possible. Because I remember I said to LD, like, tell me about the WoW thing, because it's so funny. He's like, I love that video. You know the one where the guy just presses the button?
Yeah.
Like a classic Dota vid. It was so good. Just one of those guys that just did this vid, never did anything else. So that's the only vid he ever delivered. Just gave us this vid. Yep. It was magic. But LD was like, well, they fucking asked me. They were like, you have to, like, soup it up. Like, really, really super hype casting if you can. And he was like, oh, fine. It's pretty funny.
And then that proceeded to follow him for the rest of his career. I mean, it was, you know, it made a good brand out of it.
I love LD. I haven't seen him in years.
I occasionally play board games with them sometimes.
Oh, really? Because you guys both live in LA, right? So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's good catching up with him.
When I was over in Cali last year, I was going to see people, but the only person that came out to see me was Ken. And that was because he happened to be working 20 minutes from where I was staying. And he was like, oh, I can meet you after work. And I was like, okay. And no one else, yourself included, came out to see me.
I was just looking at our Discord messages. I was casting the NA qualifiers at that time, to be fair. I was working.
Like that matters. Come on. The NA qualifiers. Come on.
I mean, I would agree, but from a position of I was contracted for a job, it was important.
But it was my bad to think, because I had forgotten that there's no part of LA you can get to without taking 2 hours to drive there. Like, if you don't live a few blocks over from me, we're not meeting up unless we both decide to Uber to the same place. It's impossible. So Ken picked me up in his car and we went for a meal, and then that was it. He was like, well, that's all we can do because, you know, in London, of course, you know, you'd get the tube or whatever. But in LA, it's like, no, it's going to take me 4 hours to get there and 7 hours to get back. So it's just so fucking bad. It was a shame.
Yeah, I did record something at the Liquid facility the other day, and it's like one of those things where it's, okay, it's 3 p.m. I need to leave right now, or I need to leave in like, I have to wait for like 3 or 4 hours because going through rush hour is just not worth the headache.
So they do get a tower.
Aegis
Aegis is online for 2 minutes. I reckon they're going to shit themselves about this bot tier 2, and someone's going to TP back, and that's the go point. There's 2 carties here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Look, they're going to ping it. Whoa, I was a tier 2! I was a tier 2!
No boots of travels on anyone, so if they leave, they are leaving for good.
Alright, Rubik has a smoke. If anybody does TP bottom, they should smoke immediately and go fight.
Yeah.
But the lads are being disciplined. Nobody went back to bottom.
We'll see.
Or maybe nobody's looking at their minimap.
I mean, no, they just, you know, they hate it when their towers take damage. All it'll take is a tickle on the tier 3 and they'll freak out.
That was the whole concept of the shoving waves thing. Is psychologically you don't like having creeps hit towers, and because it's like lost farm, you're losing objective health. So it's like a very psychological thing. Every player is bothered by it.
Interesting. So here's a question for you. Are we happy with the fact that Lesh gets this stupid split earth thing just on a shard? Is that fine? Because to me it seems fucking nuts. Like, you could just spam it and it kills all the creeps. Coming high ground is a nightmare. Oh shit! They get it on Lena! She gets a Ghost Scepter up, but that ain't gonna help. Gets a 4-star away. Head goes in. Oh no! They're all gonna die. 3 dead. Nice talking no buyback. They're gonna give up a lane. Match with a triple. It finally worked. The old run-up strat. Here comes the A blast. Doesn't catch anyone. What a shitter.
All right, Night Stalker and AM were fighting the Omni Knight during that whole fight, while Eshrek was totally free. That was a disaster.
That was
what did I say, Ted?
You
Do not man up on the Omni Knight. No.
You said it,
it's useless.
Bud. You said it. They cannot hit this man. You must kill the Lesh. Lesh killed 3 of your teammates. He is a walking bomb. He has 2k mana. Think how much damage that is, AM. Look at that. That's just over. That's 2,100 damage you'll do. Bomb. Just click him. Clickety click.
That's a lot of damage.
Look at that. The piercing damage from the skellies. Eating away at these buildings. I don't even know if they're still piercing.
Get them, boys.
Get him. I want you to bring up piercing damage from the skellies, Cap.
Okay.
These skeletons with their piercing damage. James are going to go down. Guess Poon. He's dead! Oh no! Oh no! They're gonna get the Lena too! She's so low! The ice cloud! Big save! What's Daf doing? He's doing nothing! Head's going down! They're getting melted by Jakiro! They're all gonna die! Oh, it's a triple kill for Madge again!
What did he do this time?
He walked in!
He manned up on the Wraith King this time!
Oh
no! The 2 heroes I said don't man up on! Nobody cares about those heroes. Only care to just kill all the supports. Blow up the Leshrek.
Oh, Dav!
The frontlining AA. Slain.
Dav's positioning is abhorrent. He never uses this glimmer. He's perpetually caught out.
Fair, Lena's survival was a beautiful glimmer force from Dav.
Yeah, but then she still died.
She did still die. But it looked very cool for a half second.
It did look cool. Go bot! Go bot! Go bot! We fear nothing. Alfredo's ult is up in 48. He somehow died. Get that omelet going, brother. Let's go. Ponk. Ponk.
He lost his sight.
In goes Head,
Yeah.
trying to get the stuns and going on the Omni. Omni's doing what Emu wants to do. In comes Alfredo. He can't get the stun off because of the BKB. They get the zap on Alfredo. Still no ult. In goes AM. My God, Llama so low. Goes. He pops his BKB. Head is in big trouble. He's going to get Bibbidi Bapped. He gets Bibbidi Bapped indeed. The Wraith King Ags shutting them down. GG is called.
GG.
Dire's bottom barracks.
It's skibbity beep bop. It's a GG. I love that.
I hope you've learned something today, Cap.
I did. I need to insert more scatting in
Yeah.
the middle of my cast.
If you don't know what's happening, just scat. That's it.
So the team I coach is now playing Mancaf as the winner of this.
Oh, Wogan's versus
Oh.
Mancap. Let's go.
So, I mean, this is a pretty scary performance, to be honest. I would have been fine if they just crushed lanes and won, but Lesh getting dumpstered that hard and coming back like that is pretty scary. And I didn't really see any obvious, colossal misplays. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I think Maj did a great job going in. Like he definitely screwed up maybe a bit in the laning phase. He was a bit too aggressive. Like basically the first 20 minutes is kind of whatever, but then after that, like once he got strong, he understood he was strong, and he just kept running at the back line. It was super effective. Did a
Game
great
client
job.
out of date. Game client out of date. They're about to fix
shit.
something.
Yeah, they watched that last game. They were just like, damn.
We need to buffet it.
Yeah, we need to have our patch.
There we go. Update queued. It's going to be like 200k. Update. It is a 421 meg patch.
It's not insignificant.
They folded to the Shopify rebellion, complaining on Twitter all the time about the server.
What,
They're like, all right.
The slowness?
Arteezy put out a tweet. We gotta fix the servers,
Oh,
guys.
did he?
And yeah, him and Crit.
Let's have a look at Artur's tweet. So Artur tweeted, so Collapse tweeted, fixed the servers. And Artur reposted, as it is nowadays, not retweeted. Oh, it's actually a 1.6 gig patch. Yes, please. And then he also tweeted on September 30th, Pango going to be in every grand final for the next 5 years at this rate.
Oh, he deleted his tweets, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he had some tweets that were like, this shit is like unacceptable. It was like pretty he was pretty hard for Artur, and I was like, damn, Arteezy's really going ham on Valve, and he must have deleted it.
Gabe called him up. Hey Artur, could you delete those tweets, please? Yeah, sorry, Gabe, sorry.
Look, we only upkeep the servers because it's fun for us. If it's not fun, we're not gonna keep doing it.